ASMR Polar. And I just want to say before I get into today's story, thank you for all the love and support on yesterday's first, ASMR story. And I did say let's try and just hit 50 likes on that video. You guys smashed that. So here I am back today bringing you another story time. And this story did actually take place like 4 years ago. So it's kind of like, I'm going to have to dig through my memory a little bit to remember every little detail. But yeah, I'm going to be telling you this today. If you go ahead and enjoy, please do not forget to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and on this video, let's aim for 80 likes for another story time tomorrow. And yeah, let's get straight into this, and I hope that you enjoy. Okay, so this story time did actually end up taking place around 4 years ago, and at that time, my mum and dad lived together. Now they don't, they're not fully split up where they don't talk to each other. They're just separated, parted 3 years ago as well after this incident. What ended up happening was, and I just want to say this is actually a really hard story for me to tell, just because it's so personal, and it's just personal to me. And yeah, it was a normal day. I was out with my friends. It was actually a Sunday. The funny thing as well, Sunday's meant to be a relaxed, a chill day, but the worst thing that happened to me on this week, it just needed to happen on a Sunday, didn't it? So anyways, I was out with my friends in the day, everything was going good. So it comes to around tea time, and I go home to have my Sunday dinner and whatnot. So I get home, it's around 5 PM, maybe half 5 at the latest. I get there, and my dad's back because he normally used to go out with a bunch of his friends and just chill and do whatever that he was doing, go around the house or whatnot. So he's just there, and I can see that there's kind of tension between him and my mum, and I'm like, okay, this is a bit weird. I don't like dealing with this. I don't like being, here in the situation when it's going on. So what I can remember is I'm just on Xbox to my friend. I'm eating my dinner, sitting on the couch, whatnot, just chilling, vibing, and I can literally hear my dad. It was mainly my dad just screaming and screaming and screaming at my mum. And I'm like, whoa, this is getting crazy now. And I tell my friend on the Xbox, I'm like, bro, this is actually getting crazy. Can you hear my parents? I turned the mic all the way up. I took the headphones off and I was like, bro, listen to this. But at the same time, I was kind of getting a bit, scared, a bit nervous. And he's like, geez, man, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. And then at that point, I literally just shut the door fully, and I could still hear it going on. So what ends up happening is, about 5 minutes goes by, and I hear silence. So at this point, I just hear silence, when you can hear something in another room, but you can't fully make out what's going on. Yeah, that fully just stopped. So it was literally just like that. So I was like, bro, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna go and listen, but I'm just gonna walk to the toilet. So it's not like I'm actually there just to listen to come back in. Bit weird. I open the door and I'm going up the stairs, and I hear my dad say to my mom, "Do you want me to fucking punch you?" And I'm like, Jesus. I'm going to the toilet at this point. I'm pretty scared. My dad's like, "Do you want me to?" And I'm like, whoa, okay. So I literally go to the toilet. I stay in there. I flush the toilet. I don't even need the toilet. I turn the water on, but then I wash my hands. I run downstairs, and my mum shouts me, and she's crying. She's like, Isaac, can you just and she's stuttering, and I'm like, Mum, what is it? And my dad's literally just looking at me with dead eyes, and I'm like, oh god. So yeah, I basically I'm like, Mum, what is it? You can tell me. And she's like, nothing, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, no, Mum, seriously, what is it? And my dad's like, don't you get involved, get back in there now. And I tell my dad, this was probably one of the first times I stood up to him, I was basically like, why? No, you can't be doing this to Mum. And he's like, this has nothing to do with you. Go in there now. And he's starts like shouting at me, and I'm like, well, what are you gonna do? And he's like, don't make me have to treat you the way I'm treating you. And I'm like, whoa, okay, this is not happening now. So I'm like, Jesus, what are you actually gonna do? Like you say you're gonna do something, do it then. And he's like getting closer and closer to me. My mum's getting more upset, trying to like separate me from him. And I'm like, no mum, it's fine. But oh my god, I was nervous. I was just playing it off. I was racing and all that stuff. So yeah, this is something you should never deal with as well, to be honest. Like, just thinking back about it, like, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I was just like, you know what, I've had enough. I ended up walking away from him. I'm like, Mum, like, what did you want? You haven't told me. And she's like, well, I was just saying, could you go to the shop? And I was like, can I go to the shop? Of course I can go to the shop. So at this point, I went back on the Xbox and I told my friend, I'm like, bro, there's been an issue. My dad's shouting at me. I've backchatted him, etc. And yeah, then I just sat down and I actually had a real deep think, and I was in the living room again on my own, just with the headphones on. And like I thought about it, and I was like, this is not how someone is supposed to be treated. And yeah, that just put me in like, you know, a really bad mood. So I was like, bro, can I come and stay over yours for like, I don't know, because like we had school the next day. And he's like, man, sure bro, but like, you know, you can't tell my parents or nothing. Like, I'm gonna have to sneak you in. Like, I can see that you're upset. I can hear that you're upset. And to be honest, I teared up a little bit. And yeah, basically what ended up happening was this was pretty funny as well, because when I got back home, my mum, she was like really pissed. I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, Mum, I'm gonna go to the shop for you. She was still upset now, but her and my dad were just talking. It kind of, you know, looked like they sorted it a bit anyway. To be honest, I still don't know to this day what it was about. It was probably just some random like little thing that turned into something else, and then and then, you know, it just got worse. But basically I said to my mum, have you got the money? I'll go to the shop for you now. Do you know what I did? I basically got the money, went upstairs, got my bag, filled it with like a few things that I needed, you know, my school things as well, because I was actually going to go to school the next day, but I was going to go for my friends. So I kind of thought about this a bit, and I was like, okay, put them in the bag. I left. I was like, Mum, I'll be back in 15 minutes. I'm going to go shop. She was like, and I was like, Mum, what was it you wanted me to get? And she was like, just get some drinks and make sure you get the tea bags and milk. And I was like, yeah, sure. So what ended up happening was, I just left the house, full on, left the house, right? And I just didn't go back that night. And I did have a phone, but like, you know, I didn't take it with me. So my mum had no way of contacting me. She didn't know where I was, and I basically just ran away from home. Like, it wasn't really like, you know, a runaway where like, you know, I'm running away, I'm not coming back. It was more like a sneaky runaway, just because I didn't feel like staying there that night. So yeah, I ended up running down the road, you know, for a few alleys and whatnot to get to my friends. 15 minutes later, after walking and doing a little bit of jogging to clear my mind, I ended up getting to my friends, and he literally said on Xbox to just wait, you know, like on the corner where the light is by his house, and he'll, you know, keep checking, and when he sees me there, he'll like let me in the back way, because no one would go in the back way of his house because he had like a conservatory. So he sees me after I've been standing outside for like 5 minutes. He lets me in the back way. He's like, shh bro, go upstairs. So yeah, we go into his room. I actually end up catching all night in his room. Funny thing as well, his dad ends up walking in, and he's like, oh, alright Isaac, I never knew you was coming round. And I was like, yeah, look, yeah, I've been here for quite a while, and let's just give my friend a name. His dad's like, Adam, like, you never told me Isaac was coming round, like, you know, you've got school in the morning. And yeah, he was basically like, oh well, you know, his parents had a little falling out. Isaac felt a bit upset, and he just asked me if he could stay around for the night. And then Adam's dad was like, oh, fine with me, yeah, Isaac, I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, if this makes you feel any better, you can stay around. I'm not gonna, you know, force you or anything to go home. And yeah, massive shout out to Adam and his dad. That's not Adam's real name, obviously, that's just a name I've given him. But yeah, that is the story. I did actually end up going home after school the next day, and my mum was really worried. Like, she was like, I was about to call the police, like, She probably thought, because of the situation, she knew that I'd probably do something like that. And she did hear me talking to my friend, and she knew I'd always go around his house because I'd done something like this before. Like, I just went out to his house and then just never come back for like 2 days. That was on the Friday and the Saturday, and I went home on Monday. But yeah, I did end up going to school from Adams. That was a weird feeling, I'm not gonna lie. I've never felt anything as weird going from someone's house in the morning that's not yours to school. It just felt really weird to me. And yeah, that is basically the story. I've tried to tell you as much detail as possible. My mum was really upset. My dad wasn't there, but he was upset when he got home. He was like, no, I know me and your mum have been arguing. Like, I done something, I said some things that I should not have done, but you just cannot do that. And yeah, he tried to ground me, but my mum was like, no, like, can you see how he was feeling? Like, just no. And then yeah, they never went ahead with it. But yeah, after that, he shortly moved out, and yeah, they're still talking whatnot now. But like, yeah, that's just my experience of kind of running away from. I don't know if I'm going to title it that, but yeah, if you enjoyed, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, turn on all bell notifications. If you've had any experiences, you know, with running away from home, please let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe, turn on all bell notifications, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Let's just aim for 80 likes, please. And yeah, peace, guys.